Cities were built with sun and clay, mixed with faith and hope. Serhii Zhadan, Ukrainian poet. One day we just wanted to replace a window with a door, a minor change, a weekend project. So we removed the window, and suddenly we found ourselves staring at a giant hole in the wall, and running right through that, a water pipe. Straight through, exactly where the door was supposed to go. We didn't expect any pipe there, so we started analyzing where it comes from, where it goes, because we wanted to move it, obviously. And that's when we discovered the labyrinth. Pipes to the left, pipes to the right, pipes going up, pipes going down, around each other in the loops. Some pipes were from the 70s, others from 90s, from 2000s. Sounds familiar? Someone bought an apartment, moved the kitchen. The next owner did a redesign again. And then the third one, again a full renovation. Each one solved their own problem at hand, but nobody left any documentation. Fixes on top of fixes, solutions made years apart, by different people for different reasons. And probably it all made perfect sense at that time. Someone needed water fast, so they solved the problem at hand, and then they covered everything with drywall. And why didn't they redo it again later, but in a clean way? Yeah, well, because it was working, why touching? And you know what's funny? It turned out that that pipe hadn't had any water in it for years already. But to figure it out took us ages. This is technical debt. Not because someone was careless, but because everybody optimized for right now. And don't get me wrong, sometimes it's the right choice. Sometimes a quick solution is exactly what you need. If you know what you're doing. If you plan to come back to it later. If it's conscious choice and not a habit. Because as Uncle Bob, Robert Martin, says it, a mess is not technical debt. A mess is just a mess. Debt is when you consciously took out a loan and you know that you need to pay it back. The problem is not the debt itself. The problem is that we forget about it. And then the debt turns into a mess. And unfortunately, we forget about it very quickly because the debt doesn't hurt as long as you're not touching anything. It only starts hurting in the moment when you try to change or improve things. At first, everything looks fine. The house is cozy, water flows, your coat runs. But slowly, something starts growing inside the walls. Every small change becomes risky. Every fix reveals 3 new problems. And at some point, you stop touching things because you are afraid of what you will find. That's when technical debt becomes a monster. And you start feeling like Ripley. Remember that moment in Aliens where they're tracking the monsters with motion detector? Something's off. Movement is everywhere. They should be in the room by now. They are in the walls. Software works the same way. A small feature request, a tiny change, one quick fix. And suddenly you are staring at the hole in your system with pipes running through it, and nobody in the team knows why they are there even. Context is lost, only consequences remain. Technical debt isn't about bad code. It's your yesterday's shortcuts, for which you pay interest today. In the movie, Ripley says, "Let's take off and nuke the entire site from the orbit." Well, with technical debt, it's not going to work this way. You cannot nuke it from the orbit. You have to live in this house, live in this system, Work with it. But some teams are able to build systems where opening up a wall doesn't cause any panic, because they have a safety net. Not to move faster, but to make changes safer. If you're interested how they're doing it, read Robert Martin's Clean Code. It might help you to build such that you don't have to be Ripley, so that you're not afraid of what's in your walls. Enjoy.